Today we're bringing you a wonderful story of a 1970 Dodge Charger. It's been in the same family since it's rolled out of a Denver area Dodge dealer showroom over half a century ago. We'll have its current caretaker, Steve O'Mara, fill you in on all the details. Now, let's go for a ride.
Hi, my name is Steve O'Mara. I have a 1970 Dodge Charger Special Edition. It's been in my family since it was brand new. My brother bought it brand new. Picked it up from the dealership in September of '69. It was one of the first ones off the line because he had originally ordered a '69 and they couldn't fulfill that, so they put him on the list for the '70. He drove it for, well, I was 14 years old, so that's when I first rode in this car. And I told my brother one day, I said, I want to learn how to drive your 4-speed. And he said, okay, let's go. So I get in this car, 383, 4-speed, and where does he take me? Out on Sheridan Boulevard. Busy street. And I was scared to death, but just stay in your lane, drive your car, just shift it when you can, don't ride the clutch. I mean, he was a drill sergeant, but he got the job done, and when it was all over, it was like, wow, that was cool. And he drove it for 4.5 years, and by then I was 19 and I had to have that car. And of course he drove a long way to work, so he was tired of putting the fuel in it, and I didn't drive that far to school and whatnot. So he sold it to me, and I drove it for 4 or 5 years. A couple years later, my brother came up to visit me and he said, I'd like to have that car back. I'll fix it up. And I said, okay, because I don't know when I'll ever be able to do that. And so he took it. He had a condo in South Denver, and he had it there for a couple years parked outside. Then he bought a house with a 3-car garage, and he put it in the garage, and it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there, and he finally got the engine redone because it was getting a little tired. And then it sat there, and it sat there, and of course life gets in the way, you know, kids, family, everything becomes a priority. And finally I said, you know, I'd like to have that back. Whenever you want to sell it. Well, it still took 3 or 4 years, and one day he called me and said, I've got a guy coming up from Denver to buy this car. And I said, well, don't sell that car. I'll buy that car. Of course, I was working and family and grandkids and everything else. It was a very slow process. It's been, I've been 9 years now, I think. And finally, this last year, I finally got it to where it was presentable and could drive it and enjoy it. Everything in the car is original. Engine, transmission, rear end. The carburetors, I put an Edelbrock carburetor on it because the Holly they were terrible at that time. And I removed the original air conditioner and put in an aftermarket air conditioning. Front seats are original. The leather on the front seats is original. I did do the headliner and of course the vinyl top. Had it repainted. It's original color. Everything's original. It's a family heirloom, so that's kind of how I see it. So that's, you know, like I said, I've always loved this car and been around it for many years and hope to be around it many more. And that's my story.
Thanks, Steve, for sharing your beautiful Charger with all our viewers and subscribers. Tell us what you guys think of a bona fide muscle car that continues to bring memories to the same family that bought it new. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button and come spend some time with us again next week as we bring you a custom 39 Mercury Coupe built by a California customizing legend. The best part is that the car's current owner continues to drive, show, and enjoy the car to keep her husband's legacy alive. You're sure to love this one, and the backstory is also quite interesting. Until then, please remember, be careful out there.